Hello everyone, this is Teodora with Teo's Diary, and today I would like to talk to you about the best piece of advice that I got so far in my life up to the age of 30. So my previous video was about the worst piece of advice that I got, and you people, you seem to like that quite a lot, so I hope you like this one just as much, and I hope it will be helpful. So the best piece of advice that I got when I was in uni, I think, in my last year of uni, so I was 22, almost 23 years old, was about, in life there will be quite a few moments in which you will not know exactly what to start with when you have something to do. For example, in this specific case, it was the thesis that I had to do for my bachelor. So the bachelor thesis that I had to do. I just didn't know what to start with. So I studied and graduated for science and food engineering in my country. So it was a quite difficult domain and it was very stressful for me. And I just was lost. By the end of the last year, I was lost and I didn't know what to do, how to do, where to start, what are the steps that I need to do, and just what to do altogether. I didn't know where to start. That was the most important thing, because it was really stressing me out and I didn't know what to start with. And my teacher just said, just start. That's the best way to start, just start. And what did she mean with that? So you need to just start, and naturally you will figure out. You might not know in a moment when you're doing it, but you will figure it out as you go. Obviously, because here we're talking about an academic context in which she was my coordinating teacher. She was about to check what I was doing, so if I was making mistakes or if I was doing something wrong or weird or anything like that, she was gonna tell me. So she was gonna let me know, all right, this is not good, how it's supposed to be, this, you're gonna correct that. But the most important thing was to start. So she gave me two, I think, books that previous students did, theses, that she thought were quite good, just so I see the chapters that my thesis should have, because that's what I actually didn't know what to do. I didn't know what's the chapters that I should have in my thesis. And she said, all the theses have pretty much the same chapters. Obviously, you will have one or two that are different and you will know which one they are, because it's related especially to the factory that you are gonna create and the products that you're gonna make. But everything else should be the same. So just take this and start doing your thesis. And that's what I did. So I did take those and started doing my thesis. And obviously I took several other books to just gather the information, obviously, and my notebooks, because in 4 years I had a lot of notes taken in my notebooks, a lot of notebooks including. And I started to gather the information and put them together. Obviously, when I needed to modify them to fit my specific thesis, I did that. And things went quite good. Even if I thought in the beginning that I was lost, things went quite good. And in the end, I managed to do it right, and I graduated with 9.5 out of 10, which was amazing. I was very happy with the result. So even if I'm speaking here from an academic point of view and university wise, it doesn't really matter, because this is an advice that you can apply everywhere in your life. When you think are lost and you don't know what to do, just start doing it, and while you're doing it, you will see, okay, this is not exactly working, so I need to do something else. I had obviously situations in the workplace where I was creating documents or posters or anything like that, and obviously the first step was to just start. just start and do something, put some basis of what you're gonna do and see how it works, and see, does it work good? Okay, if it works good, I need to continue. If it doesn't work so good, I need to see what I can change to make it work. And while you do this, you kind of create that image in your head. Okay, so this is kind of where I want to go with this. So in order to get there from A to B, I need to see what I have to do in between A to B to get to B, obviously. So by doing this, usually by doing it, you will just find out the best way to get to the point B. Obviously, sometimes it helps to ask people around you, especially if they are people that maybe are a bit older or more experienced in that specific domain you are trying to excel in. And you know, even like for example, it's a personal issue that you're trying to solve. You will ask them, you can ask them and see if they have some advice to give you. And they might have something to give you, but obviously you need to think, if it's a personal matter, you need to think if that applies to you, because what works for some people might not work for you. So you need to obviously base yourself on the life experience that you had so far and what you know. And to be honest, you can even ask ChatGPT, because sometimes it's very, very helpful. But obviously, again, you need to have discernment. If you use ChatGPT or internet or anything like that, you need to have discernment and realize, okay, this advice that I got is definitely has been useful for somebody. So those advices don't come from nowhere. They have been useful for somebody, but you need to think, is this something that is suitable for me? Is it gonna work for me? And if you think in the past you did something similar and it worked, then yeah, you may try that. But if you know you've tried something similar and didn't work for you, I would choose something else. To give an example, you know, some people, for example, in love, for example, especially as women, because it's a bit different when you're a woman or a man, and people tell you, oh, maybe you should go for it. Let's say you're a woman, and people tell you, oh, maybe you should go for it. You should tell him that you like him, blah blah blah. But you know, you've tried that before, multiple times, not only once, not only with people in romantic relationships, but only in friendships, and it just didn't work. Personally, I got to a point where I don't have that fear of missing out or anything, and I'm not scared to just be told no or something. That was it for now. See you next time.